with Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2010 and effective implementation of alcohol control policies in regions mostly affected by consumption of illicit brews. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable NJERI. Tongoyo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On the issue of the statement, I will ask for 2 weeks to get a response from the ministry. But, Mr. Speaker, I want just to say one thing.
I will not give you 2 weeks.
Sorry?
I will not give you 2 weeks. I'll give you 1 week. 23 lives lost.
Well guided, Mr. Speaker.
You should be having facts with you within the shortest time possible.
Well guided, Speaker. But I want just to say one thing, Mr. Speaker. Actually, the issue of these menace of alcohol and killing Kenyans is becoming an issue that should concern all of us, Mr. Speaker. The issue, as much as we want to say, is the issue of the ministry and the police. We all know the issue of the licensing of illicit of these brews is a function of the county, and it's an issue that we must actually start conversation, Mr. Speaker. No, just let me finish. What I'm saying, Mr. Speaker, we have a big problem that we must, as a House, start looking our laws, because the Constitution, the 2010 Constitution, referred the function of licensing to the counties. And that is what probably is giving our officers even a hard time to enforce such kind of So it's an issue that a conversation that we should start as this House, Mr. Speaker. But 1 week obliged, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I listened to the chair carefully, Mr. Speaker, and he's saying that the licensing of bars is a function of county government. But, Mr. Speaker, county governments license bars. They don't license illicit brews. They don't license changa. They don't license. This is an issue of enforcement of the law, Mr. Speaker, and it squarely lies with the Ministry of Interior and Provincial Administration, Mr. Speaker. And as you directed, let the chairman produce an answer in 1 week, Mr. Speaker. Let us not scapegoat that this county, it is an issue of enforcement of the law, Mr. Speaker. Yes, Rendikiri.
Order, honorable members, the conversations are too loud.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the chairman of security is out of order, because this is death we are talking about. And the brew they took came from the police station, which is within his mandate. And that's what the Honorable Women Rep of Kirinyaga is talking about. So he cannot now run away from his responsibility. Let him go get down to the business and give us the correct content. He should not divert our attention.
Thank you. Majority Leader, I'll give you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am constrained but to agree with the member for Buri and the Honorable Junet that indeed there is absolutely nothing wrong with counties licensing bars. This particular incident in Kirinyaga, Honorable Speaker, and maybe the chair is not aware, already officers, police officers, have been arrested and charged in court because they stole exhibits that were being stored in a police station and sold them to the person now who sold this alcohol to people in a bar. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, the problem is not just a problem that we can point at the county governments in terms of licensing of bars. It begins with law enforcement by the police. And Honorable Speaker, the chair, as a person oversighting the police, must be emphatic in ensuring that his committee summons the Inspector General of Police to say what they are going to do to ensure that the police indeed do their work in enforcing the law as it is. Secondly, and more importantly, Honorable Speaker, I am hoping that the chair, other than pointing fingers, will take this opportunity through the committee in charge of Interior to now draft a national government level legislation touching on the licensing of manufacturers of alcohol, because that will not be left to the county government. It is up to us, and that is what I would have wanted to hear the chair speak to, that his committee now will draft legislation that will regulate. How do you even regulate the movement of ethanol and methanol in this country. Because, Honorable Speaker, this, what we are calling illicit brews, are not